you don't want to be called Nazis, stop doing.
You're called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and by me. I never called you an anti-Semite.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. I'm used to it.
Yeah. I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No,
did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV? What did you mean by the beeper? No, you didn't. You said I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Ryan, stop talking.
At least have the guts to support your racist comment.
And what you just said
Kamala
right
Harris is a
here,
pimp.
apologize, but I will tell you, I don't accept that apology, and you didn't even say it to me.
That's fine. I didn't say it to you.
That was disgusting.
Listen closely. This is the moment CNN stops being TV theater and starts being accountability. What you're watching isn't a harmless slip or an edgy comment. It's Ryan on live television crossing a line, and everyone at the table knows it the instant the words land. The mood shifts, the air tightens, and this stops being a normal debate. Here's what that really exposes. When rhetoric turns reckless, democracy doesn't need politeness or deflection, it needs clarity. And Mehdi Hasan provides it. He doesn't give Ryan room to backtrack or rewrite what was said. He names the implication directly and makes Ryan face the weight of his own words. That's not aggression. That's accountability. And this is where the power shifts. The exchange stops being about opinions and becomes about consequences. The reaction from the CNN panel tells the story. This isn't debate anymore, it's a public reckoning. People recognize it because they're tired of watching dangerous language get waved away as just talk. We've seen this before. Across cable news and across politics, democracy either enforces its boundaries or lets them erode. This moment mattered because the boundary held. If you believe the path forward is built on progress and inclusion, hit that subscribe button. Let's build the strongest voice for democracy online.
If you don't want to be called Nazis, stop doing.
You're called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. I'm used to it.
Yeah. I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No,
did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV?
I said I hope you don't.
Let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
Because you said I'm a big supporter
of the Palestinians.
Hamas.
Guys, let me
said
stop.
Palestinian.
Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
Palestinians are not.
I apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan.
That's disgusting.
That is completely.
I apologize.
Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up.
I apologize.
On TV.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally.
I thought he said Hamas.
Here's the moment Ryan gives it away, and you can feel it in real time. The backtracking isn't careful or sincere, it's frantic. The second Ryan realizes what his words implied on CNN, he tries to replace reality with a safer version of the story, as if Mehdi Hasan, the panel, and the audience didn't all hear the same thing. That's the contradiction. Just moments earlier, Ryan's posture is confidence and provocation. But the instant Mehdi Hasan presses for accountability, that certainty collapses into denial. That's not confusion, that's recognition. He knows the line was crossed, and instead of owning it, he reaches for plausible deniability. This is where the psychology shows. When someone can't stand by their own words, it's usually because those words were never meant to be defended. They were meant to slip through. But that only works when no one pushes back, and Mehdi doesn't let it slide. Notice how measured Mehdi is. No shouting, no theatrics. Just a calm demand for clarity. Say what you meant or admit what you implied. And the hesitation that follows says everything. That pause is the realization that there's no clean exit. Even Abby Phillip stepping in matters. That's not routine moderation, that's the show's guardrails activating. When the structure of CNN itself has to intervene, it's because the conversation has moved beyond disagreement. This is democracy in action. Public words carry responsibility. You don't get to imply harm and then hide behind semantics when challenged. Accountability isn't censorship, it's the baseline.
You didn't think I said Hamas. I said I supported Palestinian rights.
Yes, I did.
Why? Because when you hear
What's funny
Palestinian,
is Rudy Giuliani said this yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here to defend Rudy Giuliani.
I wasn't going to entertain nonsense today, and so at this point,
this is what we're in now. This is America in 2024.
Here's what I will say.
Forget the racism.
That's right.
It's I should die.
I didn't say that. You should die.
What does beeper mean? Don't give me your
I did not say you should die.
Why did you say with my beeper?
So what did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper?
So what did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper? No, you didn't. You said I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Ryan, stop talking.
At least have the guts to support your racist comment.
I'm so sorry.
Let her bring it back.
This is why This is why yesterday's rally was disgusting.
Don't call us Nazis, but I'm going to threaten the brown guy as a terrorist and kill him.
Because I didn't ever say Donald Trump was Hitler. Man. But do you know who stood on a stage yesterday and said, I want to come to the Nazi rally? I don't have to make up words and call you something. You're saying it for yourself. And what you just said right here, apologize, but I will tell you, I don't accept that apology, and you didn't even say it to me.
I didn't say
that was disgusting. But I can be offended when you don't even say it to me. I'm not Puerto Rican, but I was offended by what he said yesterday. And I'm offended that the former president and potentially future president would allow it and go for 12 hours and not say, I don't care. Because you know what? When Kamala Harris put out statements about switching up opinions, it wasn't good enough for Republicans.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you said it.
Why don't you take this back a little?
We're back here, and before we get started, I want to just address what happened in the last segment. And first, I want to apologize to Mehdi Hasan for what was said at this table. It was completely unacceptable. When we get this discussion started, you'll see that Ryan is not at the table. There is a line that was crossed there, and it's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to us at this network. We want discussion. We want people who disagree with each other to talk to each other. But when you cross the line of a complete lack of civility, that is not going to happen here on this show. It's a heated time. We're in the middle of a political season. We are 8 days from a presidential election. But we can have conversations about what is happening in this country without resorting to the lowest of the lowest kind of discourse. Want to address that, and I want to apologize to the viewers at home because we want to be able to hear each other, we want to be able to talk to each other, and we plan to do that in this next segment.
And this is how it ends for Ryan, not with outrage, but with exposure. No grand pylon from the CNN panel, no theatrics. Just the slow collapse of a moment that couldn't survive even minimal scrutiny. Ryan's attempt to walk it back fails because it was never credible to begin with. The damage wasn't done by Mehdi Hasan or the moderators, it was done by Ryan's own words. Here's what that really reveals. When someone like Ryan relies on implication instead of argument, their confidence only lasts until they're asked to own it. And the second Mehdi Hasan effectively asks, do you stand by what you just said? Everything unravels. Not because the challenge is unfair, but because the remark was never meant to be defended out loud. There's a structural lesson in how this played out on CNN. Accountability doesn't require shouting or numbers. It requires standards. Mehdi Hasan didn't need backup because the facts, the moment, and the basic rules of discourse all aligned. Ryan misjudged the room and overestimated his ability to smuggle something corrosive into a live debate without consequence. And that's why this moment spread so fast. Not just because what Ryan said was offensive, but because viewers instantly recognized the pattern. Say something extreme, hope it slides, deny it when challenged, fold when pressed. We've seen this cycle over and over in American politics, and every time it collapses, it reminds people that truth still has weight. This is democracy doing what it's supposed to do. CNN draws a line, Mehdi Hasan enforces it. And the message is clear. Public discourse isn't a free-for-all where anything goes as long as you talk fast afterward. The takeaway is simple and it matters. Words in public spaces carry responsibility. If you can't stand by them, you shouldn't say them. And when accountability shows up, performances like this always end the same way.